All right, welcome back. We just departed Sparta, 8 Delta 4, kind of our home base. Today I really want to talk about ADS-B. So when we bought this plane, there was no ADS-B out solution or in solution. And before we brought it back, of course we wanted to be compliant. We bought it after the first of the year, so we thought it made sense to get it taken care of. So we got a tail beacon and put it on, which of course fixed our out problem. But we still didn't have a solution for in. So there's a lot of options out there, as I'm sure most of you know, all the way ranging from about the $200 price point up to $700 for a portable unit, and then of course the sky's the limit for in-panel options. So you know, I weighed my options a lot. I looked at Stratixes, I looked at building my own Stratix, I looked at Scouts, the Scouts, which are the cheapest solution. They're about $200, and of course I looked at the Stratus, which is kind of the big name out there. And I ended up with one that I didn't even know existed, and it's this Dynon deal, this Dynon DRX. It was kind of right in the middle of the price point. It was $349. I got it from Aircraft Spruce, who I tend to really like to buy from. And I just want to talk through why I'm using it, and then we'll show how it's working on the iPad. So I chose this one because it has a built-in battery. The Stratix, which is the cheapest solution, and really was my alternate, has an external battery, which a lot of people view as a plus, because if that external battery goes bad, you just get another external battery and put it on it. I didn't really want the hassle and the bulk of it. I wanted something small. Of course, we're in a Mooney, which doesn't have a ton of cabin space necessarily. I mean, my wife and kids are with me now, and luckily they're real small, so there's lots of space with them. But anyways, I wanted something small. And then the battery life on this Dynon product claims to be all weekend, and I don't really know what that means. We'll put it to the test at some point when we go on a longer trip. But right now, you know, I charged it overnight, and of course I just turned it on, but it seems to be working great. You can see up in the top right corner of my iPad here that I'm connected to GPS, and it's a WAS GPS from the DRX unit, and I have weather and ADS-B. I can flip over to a weather screen here. FlyQ just put out their new release 4.5. You can see they have a ton of weather options. So we'll just go look at, right, I had the METARs and TAFs on, so I could have selected any airport with a METAR and TAF. You know, we can turn on SIGMETs. There's probably none around here. It's a nice VFR day. You can see I have ground wind at the ground on. So you can see at these different airports, there's 8 knots of wind, the 14 knots of wind, and the arrow. Again, there's just tons of layers. You guys know that these EFBs gives us just absolutely phenomenal situational awareness. They don't necessarily tell the whole story all the time, but man, are they pretty good. So you can see there's all kinds of options here: icing, turbulence, lightning, PIREPS, surface analysis, just all this fun stuff. So, so far, I'm really happy with this Dynon product. It hooked up to the iPad right away, real quick. Anyway, we're gonna go out and check out the lake. We'll see if we can get some good shots of the lake, and appreciate you coming along.
Number 6708 uniform, remain outside of Muskegon Tower Delta airspace.
Roger that. We'll head back west, 670 uniform. You can see we're flying right over the city of Grand Haven right now. This is one of Michigan's hot spots. It's a little early in the season for it currently, but man, is it a shame that those beaches are closed and no one's hanging out. There are a few people down there. Hopefully we get back to normal here pretty soon, and more people can enjoy the great state of Michigan and the great beaches that we have.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our latest adventure. We're back home. Plane's put away. These little girls helped me put it in the hangar. I'm a huge advocate of people starting young, getting experiences young in aviation. So if you have a chance, down below in the comments, tell me when you started flying or when your first flight was, and what you've done to pursue aviation, or when you plan to get started. Every age is the right age to enjoy general aviation. And I know these girls are having fun with it right now. So thanks again for watching.